Here we go. That's Canada done.
Wait, who's Wendell Willke and when did we get him as president?
Oh, the last time there was an election, I guess? I don't know. I didn't pick him.
Neither did I hadn't noticed until now.
Oh. Yeah, he's one of the options you can get if you don't want Roosevelt again, but I don't know, one of us must have clicked him by accident. I don't think it really changes anything. I think we can't build infrastructure as fast or something? I don't know. I normally just pick Roosevelt, so I'm not sure what the other options are usually.
Well, never mind. Let's keep moving.
Alright.
So in your view, who would win, the Germans or the Soviets right now?
Let's see, Germany's got maybe 200 odd divisions. The Soviets have got maybe closer to 300. Germans have got way more military factories. Germans have got plenty of manpower. Soviets have got an obscene amount of manpower. Jesus Christ. Germany, probably. Maybe Soviets in the long run, but Germany definitely at first. I mean, they got some troops tied up in Africa, I'll bet, and obviously finishing off Romania, but they just have like close to twice the production power of the Soviets, and all the manpower in the world doesn't really matter if you don't have guns. I mean, historically, maybe that's not accurate, but in the game, it's definitely, I mean, you can't even train troops if you don't have a rifle to give them. And Germany's probably still doing their military doctrine, and that gives them 5% more manpower, and they're already on service by requirement, so they're going to have enough manpower to give the Soviets a run for their money. There we go. Well, we're losing some subs, but we are sinking a large amount of Allied shipping off the coast of West Africa.
Are we going to do anything about Newfoundland?
We'll launch a naval invasion to take it eventually, but right now, I think the British have their hands full, and I'm not too terribly worried about it, but I'll just set some up now. I doubt they even have any units there, so just give it a lift. There we go. Oh yeah, since the Italians took the Suez, all the British trade has to come through this one section in North Africa. We are sinking an obscene amount. Hundreds of convoys.
Since I think the Allies and Axis should be able to hit each other, I think we should pull back from those convoys. We shouldn't weaken them too much if we want them to fight each other.
Okay, if you say so. I've never seen... Actually, you know, once or twice I've actually seen the Axis invade England, so... I will pull the subs back.
And our next focus should be...
I mean, that can be up to you. Do you want us to build tank destroyers? Or just an ungodly amount of regular tanks? Because we're already producing, what? We have half production efficiency, 38%, less than half. And we're producing 7 tanks a day. So, if we take the main battle tanks and the Detroit Arsenal, we'll be shaving 10% off that, so we'll be producing just an obscene amount of medium tanks. Or we can start producing really, really good tank destroyers. So, up to you. Personally, I use tank destroyers in relatively small numbers. So, I mean, really it doesn't matter. We are the United States. We have so many factories. We can build enough of anything, no matter what we take, we can do anything.
Yeah, I think we should keep going with the main battle tanks then.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, you can literally pick just about any focus, and we'll be fine. At this point on the focus tree, it's just which bonuses you want first rather than others. We have so many factories that even if you decided to take, I don't know, escort effort to make our escorts build slightly faster, we have so many dockyards, it would only make a tiny difference to the amount of destroyers we can pump out.
Okay. Should we really have that many troops up in Alaska?
Whoever was in charge before built us a bunch of garrisons, so we have more than enough troops to garrison all of the Pacific Islands and Alaska. So I just had them up there because before we couldn't move through Canada. And it was to protect it from the Japanese, I guess. But no, we don't really need them.
I mean, since we have none guarding the Pacific coast, but still we have a lot in Alaska. I thought it was kind of
That's
weird.
a good point. I mean, like, we just honestly have too many garrison troops, but here, we'll throw some of them that guard the coast.
Yeah, we will have to end the session here, unfortunately. It has been 6 months now.
Alright.
But do we want to answer those non-aggression pacts first?
I mean, no. Like, do you want a non-aggression pact to Siam? I usually just say no. It doesn't really mean anything. We don't really care if we're friends with them, do we?
I don't know. I mean, less countries to be at war with is pretty fine, I guess. But I'll let you pick.
Yeah. I mean, they're part of Japan's faction, so if Japan goes to war with us, they will, whether they have the non-aggression pact or not. So, we'll just accept it. I'm not planning on declaring war on them, so whatever. Oh, by the way, I did land troops in Newfoundland just before the session ended, so that'll be over really quick. And then our Marine Corps is all trained up and ready to start invading the Bahamas.
Okay, great. So I guess that's it then. A lot to explain to Congress from me. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this is gonna.
See you next time.
All right. Sounds good.